Hello everyone, Alien Volt here, and this is a quick video just showing my characters in Star Wars The Old Republic, which is an MMORPG based on the Hero engine. It's also free to play, so if you haven't tried it, I recommend it. It's a very good game. The graphics are decent. They're definitely not next generation, but they're pretty good. It's a really fun game. I mean, who doesn't want to play with lightsabers and starfighters? In Star Wars The Old Republic, you will travel around the galaxy to different planets, seeing sites that were previously in the movies. So it's a cool experience to actually play this game. I am a subscriber to this game, but I don't play it that often. I ended up maxing out all my characters within the first 6 months of the game. It was about that point the population died down, and I never really got back into it when it became a free-to-play and the population came back up. I think one of the things that killed it for me the most was that we had all of this content that was coming into us as subscribers. And once the subscription rate dropped down real low and they started scrambling to come up with new ideas on what to do, everything they had promised us basically got put on hold. And we ended up getting it later on, but they ended up introducing it as kind of like buying packages, stuff that we should have already got for free, new races and things that were coming to us. That was never introduced or intended to be introduced as something that we were going to purchase. It was just going to be given to us, and it wasn't. And as a subscriber, that was very disappointing. I did buy the expansion, and then I maxed out my 8 main characters again, but I really didn't do much after that. I started raiding on my Marauder, and that ended up falling apart after about a month, and I just lost interest at that point, which is really too bad because the game's a lot of fun. It offers a lot. The story is very immersive. Probably one of the most detailed and quest-driven MMORPGs I've ever played. So now I'm just a casual player. I log on every once in a while. I'll play, but I don't really try to get into raids anymore. I'll do some dungeon finders, or flashpoints is what they call them in this game. I'll do a little bit of PvP here and there, do some dailies, quests in the new quest lines that they add into the game because they're constantly adding content, which is nice. One of the things they've done recently is add in starfighters, so you get to actually PvP against other players with starships now, where before the starships that they had in the game were basically kind of like dailies and it was all NPC driven. Now it's actually PvP as well, which is nice. Another new feature they're adding to the game is player housing. Now personally, I never really saw the need for that because our spaceships is basically our house or our home away from home, and I always think of the fleet as kind of being our home, but now we're actually going to get a home somewhere that we can call our own. And for those that play the RPG aspect of it, it can be part of their storyline. But I'm sure it'll be done well. I haven't really looked at it much, but I plan on it. I just haven't taken the time to do so yet. Is Star Wars The Old Republic for you? Well, it depends on what your game style is and what you like for lore. I think it's a very well designed game. It's too bad that it initially had the hang-ups that it did. You can tell that it's a free to play now because they never really went back in and fixed some of the things they should have had it continue to be a subscription based game, but it still has a lot to offer. Very rich storyline, very cool features, different classes that work very well. The PvP is pretty balanced. No matter what class you end up playing, you have a chance to dominate any other class if you know your class well. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and see you next time.